Yo, what is up? The new editing software is finally here. So today I'm going to be doing part one of. Okay, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I feel kind of ashamed because my mother's Jamaican and I do not sound like Izukage and Mark's Spade. So that's. I'm trying to create a new voice. I know it's crazy, but yeah. So today we are basically going to be doing part one of What If Naruto learned the eighth gates. So without further ado, let's start off this What If. So we start off this What If as we see as Naruto is the age of 4, as villagers are running after Naruto. Oh, that is not their voice. As villagers are running after Naruto, he is running away from the villagers as he says, "No, I don't want to get hurt. I don't want to get hurt." As he runs into an alleyway, as the usual What Ifs do, and villagers then proceed to run up to Naruto. One of the villagers throws a knife right at Naruto, as Naruto barely dodges it. Another villager is about to stab Naruto with a machete, but then out of nowhere, a Might Guy then comes as he kicks the villager right in his face, and he says, "Back off!" as he just proceeds to beat up the rest of the villagers. Might Guy then jumps off, as we then skip like a month from now, as Naruto runs into Might Guy. He's been saying, "I've been looking for you for the past couple of years. I figured out that you're a taijutsu specialist. Ever since that day, I've been practicing some taijutsu, and I've also been using these two things that Lord Hokage gave me. No, these three things that Lord Hokage gave me, but I can't master the third one." As Naruto shows, well, a sword. A sword with no, wait, not a sword. As Naruto shows a kunai with weights on it, and these weights weigh about, give or take, since he's a 4-year-old, 10 to 15 pounds. As also, there's some shuriken right there in front of him. As we are going to be making Lee train with Might Guy much earlier. As we see, as Naruto runs right into Lee. Lee comes as he says, "Hello, what's your name?" "My name is Lee. My name is Rock Lee." As Naruto then says, "Oh, my name's Naruto Uzumaki." "Good to meet you, Naruto Uzumaki. Well, you sure do have a lot of springtime of youth." As Might Guy just says, yeah. "So, Naruto, how would you like to train with me and Lee today?" As Naruto jumps up excited, as a matter of fact, this is Lee's first day of training as well. As Naruto, as Might Guy brings out a set of 15 pounds of weights for Lee. As Naruto puts on his 15 pounds of weight. So let me just explain one thing. It's his 15 pounds of weight on both of his arms and both of his legs, or y'all know what I'm talking about. As Naruto, he goes to train with them. As they're just running around the village doing some exercise. As Might Guy says, "So today, kids, we're gonna be running about 5 miles." As they both jump up, and Naruto says, 5 miles? That's a long run." "Yeah, well, if you want to become a top tier ninja, this is the hard training you gotta do." As he also says, "I'm gonna be introducing you." Wait, no. I'm just gonna make the Lord Hokage do that. No. So Jiraiya's gonna be training Naruto much earlier too. When he hears that guy's training Naruto, because he doesn't want Naruto to turn into a freak. You feel me? Not saying that they're freaks. They're actually pretty awesome, but okay. As Naruto is running throughout the village with Guy and Lee, Naruto, he's a little sweaty, and so is Lee. As they have ran their 5 miles in the span of 25 minutes. which, no, in the span of 15 minutes, which is pretty decent. We even see as Lee is looking right at Naruto. Naruto then says, Yali, as Lee asks, so Naruto, have you ever done any shuriken training? As Naruto just says no. He's never done it. But he's through his shuriken before. As we then skip to a couple of minutes as we see his might guy gives Lee and Naruto kunai and shuriken. Naruto then trains with both of these weapons as they're throwing it at some targets. Naruto, he's not way off, but he's not there yet. As also Lee is not way off, but he's not there yet. As they keep training. We can skip to one more year as Lee is now in the academy, so his training has been cut down a little bit. And Naruto's training is even exercised even more. As he's having Jiraiya train him for half a day, and then he's having what's his name train him for the rest of the day. As Naruto has learned a couple of jutsu from Jiraiya. Naruto's chakra fendi is wind style, which he's not really that tough on. But I'm also going to be giving him some more chakra fendis. Wind style, water style, and fire style. The reason I'm not going to be giving Naruto lightning style, which that would actually come in real handy. Wait. Should I do that? Gosh, bro, cut your hair. I know you're a girl, don't cut your hair. Dang, bro. Okay. As Naruto is now standing, right in front of Jiraiya at this point. As Naruto and Jiraiya are training, Naruto's learning a couple of fire jutsu. Fire bullet. Wait. Every fire style jutsu. Ooh, this is gonna be a pain in the ass. So Naruto is learning jutsus like fire bullet. I could just make up my own jutsu. Not gonna lie. And that's what I'm gonna do. Cause I do not feel like doing that. Okay. So Naruto, he knows fire style fire bullet barrage, and fire style burning ash jutsu. In his water affinity, he knows water style water bullet, water style water shark bomb, tiny version, and water style great breakthrough, even though it's not like really big. And he also knows wind style wind cutter. He knows wind style sonic blade, and he also knows wind style wind bullet. And then he knows one more jutsu when it comes on to wind style gale palm. As when Guy hears about this, he's really happy for Naruto. He then and I know what I'm going to do with Naruto. He says, "So Naruto, have you learned how to enhance your wind style, your taijutsu by using your wind style? Huh? You can enhance your speed at superhuman speeds." Oh, that's cool, Guy Sensei. Can you please teach me? As Guy Sensei, he doesn't really know how to teach Naruto this, as he just gives Naruto a slight explanation. Sorry guys. 1 second. So y'all, sorry for that slight interruption. Are we still recording? Yeah, so we're still recording. Sorry for that slight interruption. Okay. So we see as Naruto. One second, y'all. 1 second. Okay, so we see as Naruto is now running, so Naruto uses his wind and he kind of like creates a tiny wind spare, like, his personal space barrier, so that like it kind of enhances his speed. And by this time, Naruto is now the age of 9. He has kind of fully mastered it. He's also mastered something else, and it is called Fire Conjuring. So what he does is he activates a fire jutsu, and then he like spits it on his legs, and he calls it Diablo Jambe. No, it's a secret S-class technique called Diablo Jambe. As yeah, that's the technique, and it needs a lot of chakra, and perfect ideal situation for Naruto. Naruto also needs the clone jutsu. That's how he learns so quick. So Naruto has learned a good amount of jutsu, and he has also learned not how to fully control the Rasengan, but he knows like a couple parts of the Rasengan, and even though he hasn't fully, he doesn't know how to do a full-on Rasengan. He only knows how to do like the first part where he can barely hurt a tree. So you know what Naruto actually does? He uses he enhances it with his fire jutsu, and then it's really strong. I guess you could just call that Gale Palm now that I think about it. Huh? It's weird. As we then see as Naruto. No, we're just gonna skip. As we see as Naruto, he has let me just explain how many gates he's learned. Naruto has learned all the way up to the 4th gate, as Naruto and Lee are now sparring. Lee then says, "Give me the best you got, Naruto." As Naruto says, "Of course, Lee." As Lee and Naruto then jump off over to each other, as they then get into a big fight. As Naruto is actually Lee said that Naruto can't use any jutsu, so he's not using any jutsu. He only said that Naruto can use one of his jutsu, and that's Diablo Jambe. As they are sparring, Naruto then activates Diablo Jambe, as he then blitzes at Lee. As he then tries to kick Lee right in his face, but Lee barely dodges this. As he then smashes his foot down on Lee, as Naruto is just smiling. As he then jumps up and he says, Usually I need a shadow clone to help me with this jutsu. I'm gonna have to try and pull it off on my own." Consier! As he then flips, and his leg is about to smash on Lee's head. But Lee then blitzes out of the way as his foot then smashes into the ground. Lee then blitzes right at Naruto as he punches Naruto in his face. Naruto then uppercut kicks him right at the bottom of his jaw, right in his jaw, as he then falls to the ground. Naruto then throws 2 explosion kunai over at Lee as they both explode. Naruto then blitzes Lee as he punches Lee in his gut, and then he then punches Lee in his face. As Lee then says, "I had to take off my, Oh, by the way, Naruto is having to channel a lot of fire into his leg to keep his Diablo Jambe on. As Lee then takes off all of his weights, as Naruto takes off one of his weight, taking off his Diablo Jambe, but then he just activates it back. As he then blitzes at Lee, and then he then says, concierge drill, as he then drills down at Lee with his foot coming right at Lee's head, as Lee blitzes Naruto, punching Naruto in his face, then kneeing him in his rib. As Naruto then turns around and then he says, great tornado kick, as he then kicks Lee right in his face, as Lee's then sent flying into a tree. Naruto then gets back as he deactivates his Diablo drum and he says, nice spar, Lee, but then two kunai and throw him straight at his face as he barely deflects them with a kunai of his own. As Lee then, and by the way, Naruto wears something like this, but it's a little different. He wears something like the jumpsuit, which actually looks pretty good on him, not gonna lie. But his are just a little bit more baggy. It's weird. No, he just has the jumpsuit. He doesn't have the weird eyebrows. He looks like regular Naruto, but he just has the jumpsuit, and yeah. He has a couple of plates on it, like at the top of his, hand. It's just like two plates right there. And he wears regular shoes, like regular sandal shoes. And yeah, that's Naruto's jumpsuit. Yeah, so let's hop right back into this. What if as Naruto blitzes, Naruto gets back up as he says, dang, Lee, that was quick. You surprised me. As Lee then blitzes right at Naruto. Naruto then, he knows how to use a little bit of Kurama's chakra. As Naruto then blocks Lee's attack and he pushes Lee back. He then jumps backwards as he then puts both of his fingers together. As yes, they're not doing this in front of Neji, but they are in teams by this time, except for Naruto. As Naruto then starts to channel chakra all through his body, and he then starts, as he asks the Nine Tails to give him some chakra. They don't really have the best of relationships, but hey, it's workable. As the Nine Tails then gives Naruto some chakra, as Naruto's eyes then turn slit, but they're not red. As he then says, now let's go, Lee. As Lee then says, whatever that mode is, Naruto calls it his demon mode. I mean, his semi-demon mode. But he never wants to fight me in that mode. Let's see if I can defeat him. As Naruto then blitzes at Lee with 2 times the speed that he already had, with his weights up. As we then see as he then he punches Lee right in his gut as Lee coughs out some spit, and his punches, they're 2 times, everything's just 2 times now, or no, 1.5 times. As Naruto says, fist barrage, as he just keeps punching Lee in his gut. As he then kicks Lee in his face, which sends Lee flying back. As Lee then gets back with a lot of scratches and bruises, and he then says, "Whoa, Naruto, you've gotten stronger." As he then says, "First gate." As he then opens his first gate, and my guy's like, "Huh? He's opening the gates." As he then says, "Lee, that's all you can go to. Same with you, Naruto." As Lee then says, "So Naruto, let's see if your semi-demon form can match my great first gate I'm opening." As Lee then blitzes at Naruto, trying to kick Naruto right in his face. As Lee, he's already slightly faster than Naruto, but Naruto does not see this coming as he's then kicked right in his face. As Naruto then starts to channel chakra to his eyes, he then kind of geppos back. It's a weird thing. He says, "Dang, if I could use jutsu." But he's then cut off as Lee then punches him right in his face, which sends him flying back. As the Knight tells and says, "Disgusting brat. He's so weak." Well, no, he doesn't say that he's so weak, but he says, "Disgusting brat. Even my chakra's not even to beat that dude." As Naruto, like, kind of hears this, as he just says in his mind, "Well, you better shut up. I would be able to defeat him if I could use some jutsu, but I can only use taijutsu in this fight." As Naruto then blitzes at Lee, as they both blitz each other and punch each other right in the face, as Naruto's punch, like, had more of an effect on Lee, as Lee sent flying right into it, like a couple of trees, as Naruto is sent flying right into one tree, but gets back up his stance, as he then throws 5 explosion bomb kunai and 3 shuriken, 3 shuriken right at Lee, as Lee dodges each shuriken and barely dodges the explosion, with one of the explosions actually tagging right on him as he's sent flying. Naruto then blitzes Lee as he uppercuts Lee right in his face. As Lee's in the air now, and he says, "Dang, no, not Naruto's signature," as Naruto just says, "9 leg." Okay, you calm it down. Not this attack, but just letting y'all know, it's like 6 kicks right to the enemy, and then like 1 big kick that kind of looks like a fox aura that kicks the opponent. Just anyone who's watching this video, give me what the name should be, because I am having trouble with that name. As Naruto does this attack, Lee blocks about 7 of the kicks, but then gets hit by the other 3, including Naruto's, ultra attack, as he's then sent flying straight to the ground. As Naruto then, takes the fire off of his foot, as he then says, "Good match, Lee." As they're both panting, Lee then says, "Yeah, Naruto." As my guy then claps as he says, nice fight. Now, Naruto, you did very good, but don't just rely on your explosion bombs, okay?" As Hinen says, yes, guy sensei. As they then, depart. As Naruto is now on his training team. I'm just gonna go over this, like one little tiny mini arc, and finish the episode or this part of the whatever. As Naruto then gets into, he starts to make a plan, and Sasuke respects his strength because Naruto actually was second, literally second when it comes on to the fight. So yeah, Naruto, Sasuke respects Naruto, and since Sasuke respects Naruto, and they don't really, they do know about the Nine Tails. They don't know about the Nine Tails, but Don's are rumors. As since Sakura rides Sasuke's cock, so we didn't get to the point as we see as Naruto then blitzes at Kakashi as he's barraging Kakashi with kicks, punches, explosion bombs, everything in the book, which actually makes Kakashi have to put down his book as it nearly got exploded, burnt to crisp. As Naruto then casts hand signs for Fire Style Great Ash Bomb, as he says, "Fire Style Great Ash Bomb." Sorry guys, as this attack is sent right at Kakashi. Kakashi is then amazed that Naruto knows a B-level high-class jutsu, as Naruto then says, "Shadow Clone Jutsu." So Naruto then says, "Shadow Clone Jutsu," as he makes 12 Shadow Clones, as they all cast hand signs for a wind style, Sonic Blade, as all of these blades then go at Kakashi, and then they explode when they hit each other, as Kakashi's just turned into a log. Yeah, my dude was gonna die from that attack if he actually took that. As he then appears behind Naruto, as he then says, Earth style, Earth bond, as like Earth then tries to grab Naruto's leg, but Naruto just turns around and kicks Kakashi right in his face. As Kakashi is shocked by this. Like, for the couple of seconds that he's stunned, Sasuke then goes for a fire style fireball jutsu, and then Sakura then goes for a Sakura Blossom, I guess. On that. As this is a no diff attack. It only sends leaves at your opponent, so nothing to worry about. As Naruto and Lee. Naruto then looks back as he sees Lee, and then he doesn't look back, but he sees Lee, as him and Lee are talking. So, Naruto, I'd probably say if you combined your wind with lightning, you'd probably be able to be a deadly fighter. As by this point, Jiraiya, since Kakashi taught Naruto a little bit about lightning, but he doesn't really know anything about his training. But he taught Naruto a little bit about lightning. So Jiraiya just said, dang it, the Hiruzen just said, curse it. If he knows 4 chakra styles, we might as well just teach him a 5th. As they teach him all 5 chakra styles. As Naruto then jumps back, and he then lights his leg on fire as he then says, Diaro Jambe. As he then goes into his demon mode 1.5. As then, he then takes off his weights, yeah. As he says, Kakashi Sensei, you're dead. As wind then starts to envelop around Naruto like a chakra cloak, and then lightning then starts to kind of tint off of Naruto's body, kind of like Deku, but it's orange lightning. Bro, did I turn up my notifications? Because, yeah, we're gonna have to turn that all the way down, you feel me? As Naruto then blitzes at Kakashi, and he actually literally blitzed Kakashi. Kakashi could barely see where Naruto was. As he's then punched right in the face, then an explosion is set up right after behind him. As Naruto says, fire style, water style, majestic water bomb bullet. As majestic water spout. As a bunch of water then goes flying right at Kakashi. As this pushes Kakashi back, as then Sasuke then says, fire style fireball jutsu, as this smashes into Kakashi. And then Sakura then snags the bells, accidentally throwing one at Naruto and Sasuke. She meant to keep one for herself, but she is an idiot. And then they didn't say, yeah, Kakashi, we beat you in the bell test. As Kakashi is proud of his team for their teamwork, and he says, good teamwork. Tomorrow we'll be going on our first mission. I'm gonna ask Tokage, because these kids already have good teamwork, so I'm just gonna ask them for a nice C rank mission. As this is where Naruto then goes back home, as he had some ramen, and he gets right into his bed, tucking up with his little bunny, I guess, as he then departures. As we are actually going to be departing from this what if. That was really corny, but sorry. As we are going to be departing from this what if right into the end and into the next one. See you next time, guys. Peace.